Peace be upon you. Please allow me to tell you the story of a girl who was born in a village. She was born in a quiet place, but her life was far from peaceful. When she was only 4 years old, her parents separated after many failed attempts to reconcile. Their problems were deep and painful. Her father was violent toward her mother, and their home was filled with constant arguments. He failed to take responsibility for his daughter or provide her with the care and security she needed. In the hope of protecting her child, the mother made a difficult decision. She took her daughter and returned to her family, asking for a divorce once again. The father, however, refused, not out of love or concern, but as a way to hurt the mother and continue her suffering. Despite her young age, the girl was deeply affected by everything she witnessed. She cried without understanding what was happening around her. A quiet sense of emptiness grew inside her, along with feelings of inadequacy. She felt abandoned by her father and carried the pain of his absence in her heart. Every day she watched her mother struggle, work tirelessly, and sacrifice everything to ensure her education and give her a better future. The girl grew up with the weight of a painful childhood, but it did not break her. Instead, it shaped her. Through her mother's strength and perseverance, she learned that resilience can rise from hardship, that a mother can become an entire world when safety is lost, and that even the deepest wounds can give birth to inner strength and wisdom.
One day, the girl went with her family to a nearby market. It was a weekly market where the entire village gathered, filling the place with movement, noise, and life. They bought household items, vegetables, and fruits. While walking among the stalls, the girl noticed something small yet beautiful, a school pencil case decorated with flowers. It was simple and small, but to her it felt special. She asked her cousin, who was older than her, to buy it for her. He agreed and bought her the pencil case, along with a schoolbook. The girl was overjoyed. She returned home happily and showed her mother and the rest of the family what her cousin had bought for her. They all lived together in her grandfather's large house, and she proudly displayed her little treasures, her smile full of excitement. As days passed, the girl watched her friends go to kindergarten every day. A strong desire to study grew inside her. One day, without telling anyone, she decided to go to her uncle, who managed a small grocery store. She asked him to take her with him and help her enroll in kindergarten. Believing that her mother already knew, he agreed. He helped register her and gave her some school supplies, without informing her mother. Meanwhile, the mother was terrified, searching everywhere for her daughter, her heart filled with fear. At the same time, the girl was beginning her first school day, full of excitement and curiosity, sitting among other children with bright, eager eyes. When the girl returned home, her mother hugged her tightly, relief and fear mixing in her heart. She asked, "Where were you?" The girl replied innocently and happily, "I studied today in kindergarten." Her mother looked at her in surprise and said, "But you are still so young. You are not even 5 years old yet." The girl answered confidently, "But I want to start studying." The girl's passion for learning was clear and sincere. It touched her mother's heart, and after a moment of hesitation, she accepted her young daughter's decision, realizing that this eagerness to learn might be the beginning of a new path, one shaped by determination despite her young age and the many difficulties she faced.
From that day on, the girl began her journey with school and learning, something she loved deeply and passionately. School was more than just a place to study for her. It was a safe space, a window to a wider world, and a way to escape the heaviness of her early experiences. Older. Some have lived in Morocco, while others lived in different countries and only came to the village during holidays. Even though their time together was limited, those moments were filled with laughter, joy, and childhood memories that stayed in her heart. The heroine of our story, whose name is Ja, loved to play during her free time. Sometimes she played with her neighbors, and other times with her cousins. Like most children, they often argued, but just as often they laughed again and made peace. During holidays and special occasions, their games became more joyful, and those days turned into warm memories she would always remember. His mother did her best to make her daughter feel loved and secure despite the absence of her father. She bought her beautiful new clothes for holidays, and at the beginning of each school year, other family members did the same, showing their care and support. They were deeply aware of the pain caused by her daughter's abandonment and the difficult separation that eventually ended in divorce after long suffering. Surrounded by her mother's love and her family's kindness, Zhe grew up balancing innocence and early responsibility. With every step in her education, she quietly built herself, proving that pain does not stop growth. Sometimes it becomes the very reason for strength and a new beginning. Here's a polished, well-organized English version, suitable for story narration or video script ending, after that her mother decided to enroll her in a public school so she could begin preparing for the next academic year, during which she would officially start school. Sia began attending classes, sitting quietly and listening to the lessons. She felt proud, as if she were already a big girl, taking her first serious steps in life. However, that joy did not last long. Her kindergarten teacher soon came and asked that Sia be returned to the kindergarten, mainly for financial reasons. And so Sia went back and completed her remaining year there. Although she was disappointed, she continued learning patiently, unaware that something even more meaningful awaited her. After that year, she finally began her official education at a government primary school. It was a large and beautiful school with a very wide playground. Sia loved playing there with her classmates during breaks. Even though the school was in a village, it was special in its own way. One of the teachers there had a unique talent. He loved drawing. He often painted beautiful pictures on the school walls. The children would stand in awe, amazed by how skillfully he drew. Those drawings filled the school with color and joy, and those days became unforgettable memories for Sia. These were moments that stayed deeply engraved in her heart. I will tell you the rest of the story in the next video. Don't forget to share your thoughts. Your comments truly matter to me. Thank you for listening.